Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? I hope you're well. If you're new, hello. My nails are great and my name's Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff, nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. I'm here with Dex. Say hello, Dex. We are jumping straight into it today with the Madame Glam application brush and one of their pudding gels. That's all I'm saying about that for now. And we're going to do a full on 3 nails, I think, and then we'll do 2 coats of that. And then we're taking Hi-Biscus, hello, and we're going to do 2 nails with this. I think I only do 1 coat because it's super duper opaque. Obviously I would do 2 coats on a client, but just for this purpose then there's no need. And then we're taking the pudding gel. This set is inspired by nails by Lindsay Michelle. It's not a recreation, is the word. A replica. It's not a recreation, but it is heavily inspired by. So we're taking the white pudding gel and just doing a wiggly pattern with the brush. There was no rhyme, reason or thought behind it. And I'm going to do 2 coats of that just to make sure it's nice and opaque. And then I have wiped, and now we're buffing because we're going to top with a no wipe top coat, just the white areas, because we're going to make them pearly, and we want obviously the pearl pigment that we're going to put on only to stick to this area, which is why we want the pink area buffed, and it was easier just to buff the whole lot. And then we'll do the same with the full cover one. So I'm going to top this with the Madame Glam no wipe top coat, give it a full cure, which is 30 seconds, and then I'm not buffing that. Don't need to buff that, because the only reason I buffed this one was so that this bit here didn't stick to the pink. So the white one we can just top, and then we'll pearlize. Is that a word? So I'm taking this pearly pigment. I can't remember where it's from though, I'm afraid. And we're just going to rub it in to that no wipe top coat. So it's kind of like chroming. You know how chromes sit or get rubbed into a cured no wipe. So that's what we're doing with this. So I'm going to pat a bunch on and then rub a dub. Just rub and rub and rub. And then sometimes after I've dusted off the excess, I might do the sort of patting on and rubbing again, just to be sure that everywhere is covered with this stuff. And then we're going to top again, or you can base, wipe and buff, or top and buff. Either way, we're going to buff again, because we're going to do something else that we only want to stick to a certain area. So we are going to take that is the Vettsy, yes, the Vettsy Black Art Gel Liner. And this is great for chroming. So you could use a top coat here, but you won't be able to see very well what you're doing, and the consistency is a bit maybe too runny. So I'm using this gel, and I like it in black, this look in black, but we are going to chrome it. So I've outlined the wiggly bit, and then we're doing some dots in a cross, and then 1 in each diagonal quadrant. This isn't going very well, is it? I'm lying on the sofa. Dexter's on his blanket on the sofa, and I'm using his thigh, bum area, sorry baby, as a pillow. So I'm a bit chilled. So we're doing this snowflake, we've done the dots, and then we're just going to pull from the center dot and then out through all of those lines. So we don't need to add more product to our brush. We just pull out from the center And that gives us the line to the next dot, and then the product from the dot that we've just reached gives us enough product to go further and give us the little point at the end. And then add some dots for snowflakes, or more snowflakes, snow, just snow. These are the snowflakes. And then we'll do some more snowflakes. Shh, this has been a bit rambly, oh well. I've done a snowflake the same on this one at the top there, and then we're going to do one a little bit different at the bottom. So I've done a dot and then circle of dots around it, but not randomly. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then in between each of those. And then we're going to pull from the outside dot inwards. Do we add more to this? I'm not sure. We'll see. So this is the second video today, or is it the first video today? Not sure what time I'll put this at, but there is also an Advent video today as well. So probably more snowflakes in that. Is there? What day is it? Day 4. I don't think there is snowflakes. I think there's icicles in today's one. So go and check that out as well. I will probably post that before this. Okay. So in between each of our 12, 3, and then the bits in between that, we're doing more little flicks, just a bit of pressure, and then pull, lift up and pull. Boom. That will do. And then we'll add some more dots. I quite like that snowflake at the bottom. It's quite ornate. It looks like it could have been tricky, but it wasn't. Just dots, and then pull through, and then dots and flicks. So we're going to take this is from Vettsy as well. This is called the Magician series, and it's a palette of chromes. And oh, look at this. It's so satisfying. So we've cured the black, and then we're just going to rub over with one of the gold chromes, and then suddenly it's all festive and beautiful. And remember, we've got the pearly background on the white that will come through once we top. This, same again on this one. I quite liked it in black and white though, but I think this is definitely more festive. Oh, look how satisfying that is. Yes. Let's just watch it. Okay, I'm done. I can't stay quiet for that long. So I'm dusting off, and then this one I'm doing different. I'm not trying to match the other swirly, curly, white one because, I don't know, easier not to. So we'll just make them different. Again, no rhyme or reason to that pattern. Just put some pressure on the brush, move it, wiggle it, whatever you come out with, that's fine. And then we will fill the rest in. And again, I'll do 2 coats on that. And then we shall wipe Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then we're going to top only the white areas. And then cure. This was meant to be, have I already said this? Or did I just think it? This was meant to be day 5's video, but I liked it, so I thought let's do a full set. So we are rubbing the Pearly pigment. I mean, you could use whichever pigment you want. In that pigment or little chrome thing from Vettsy, the palette, at the end there's like the ones that give the kind of clear but bluey, greeny, sort of iridescent look to it. Not a full opaque, just a kind of woo vibe. I can't describe things with noises, Joe. Not helpful at all. So we've put our pigment on, we've topped. I am only lightly buffing because you don't want to, I mean, this buffer is old and tatty as fuck. But that's kind of my favourite way for a buffer to be, because it's not going to sort of cut through anything. It's just going to lightly buff. And then we will outline again with the Vettsy Black Art Gel Liner. I've just decanted some onto my palette. And guess what we're doing now? We're doing another snowflake. Yep, there we go. But I am trying to sort of mix things up with snowflakes, although they do all end up kind of looking the same. But trying to mix up the way I do it, see if we get any different results. Again, starting with the dots and then center, pulling out at 12, 3, 6 and 9. And then probably pulling in here from 1 and 2 o'clock. Oh, but we're not going all the way this time. We're just going, oh, you've messed that one up. You've made it too thick. Now make that one thick. Oh, that's too thick. Oh, you Wally. I'm pretty sure this was my exact thought process as I was doing it. Now we're going to have to make them all a bit more thick, but that's okay. If they're all similar, it's fine. I think someone commented the other day saying that snowflakes only have 6 points. No. Not anymore, they don't. They have 8. We could try some with 6. I suppose you would do a vertical line and then an X crossing that vertical line instead of a horizontal line across it. It'd probably give you more room to do fiddly details on them. Maybe I should try that. We'll see. So we've popped that in the lamp and we're going to do some icicles. I fucked these up. I wanted them to be jaggedy, but I don't know. I'm not overly pleased with how these came out. I'm taking so I've got my rough sort of guide of where I want my icicles on, and then we're doing a line across the top, just bringing it down the sides a smidge and kind of just disappearing off the side. And then we're going to thicken these up and try and make them look more like icicles. Thicken them as in the amount of area they cover on the nail, not the amount of product we're having on it. We don't want thick product because it will crinkle in the lamp or it just won't cure properly. So trying to make them jaggedy, keeping the corners, or not corners, the jaggedy bits, trying to keep them sharp. And then I will sort of curve out the top. I think the icicles I do on day 7. Is it 7? Yeah. Day 7 for the Advent accent nail adventure that we are embarking upon together are probably my favourite ones. They're a bit different to this, but it's one of those things like icicles. Okay, just do some wispy lines, should be fine. That's probably the best way to go about it, but I was definitely overthinking here, and I wanted them to be thicker and sort of going up as upside down triangles as they hit the top. I've just confused it even more now, but just getting thicker and wider at the top. But then I still wanted to curve out the bits in between them so they would drip it, and now it just looks like, I don't know, a creepy hand, like a skeleton. Oh, look at this. Shall we have a moment's silence again? Can you hear Dexter? That's Dexter having a snooze. Okay, we've chromed and we've dusted. I think this chrome is a bit hollow, actually. I think I zoom in on it. I didn't realise it until now, but it's definitely got a very subtle hollow. See? Ooh, quite like it. And then I think, oh no, we've got one left. I didn't want to do another one the same because I had sort of 2 of the French, or you know, the ones with the pink on. Oh no, one with snowflakes, one with icicles. I don't know. So I'm just going to do some wiggly lines, and then I put an embellishment on, and what a wally. I could have used a much better embellishment, but I didn't think of it at the time. And I've deleted the clip of where I showed which one I should have used. It's not even in my recycle bin. So I've done some wiggly lines, no rhyme or reason, and then we'll chrome those. And this one, the white on this has also been pearlied. made to look pearly. You okay, Schmoop? Yeah. Underneath, which obviously we then topped and buffed to do the black wiggles. And then I'm adding some Makartt Rhinestone Gem Glue, which is a gel. I'm adding a whole bunch because I have a plan. I'm going to add a big gold rose that is an embellishment from the Vettsy Christmas box, or was it a random mystery box? I'm not sure. But do you remember? Oh, then I'm going to add a lot of little pearls around it. This is just a cheap wheel of pearls from eBay that I've had for about 500 years. And then I'm going to just plonk a whole bunch of them around it just to complement the pearly looking background of the white, which we will see once we top. Or you could just skip doing the pearly white bit completely if you just want the gold on the white, or skip golding the black detail, you know? What was I saying? Oh yes, so do you remember I did the unboxing or the opening of the Vettsy Christmas box, and it had those gold and crystal blingy snowflakes that were those charms. They were spinners. They were spinning charms. They would have been perfect for where that rose is, but I didn't think of it until I'd put that rose on. So I know, and I held it up to it and it looked so much nicer than the rose, but I still do like the look of this rose as well. So you okay? Yeah. So we are now topping everything, and you can see the pearliness of the white comes out. I really love these, which is why instead of them being 2 nails for the accent videos, there's a full set. This one's my least favorite because I kind of messed up those icicles, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So yes, thank you to Nails by Lindsay Michelle for the inspo. These were really fun to do. Chroming over the black and making it all gold. Oh, so satisfying. And this is the final set. How much better would my spinny snowflake charm have looked there? Never mind. I still quite like the rose because it matches still. So we have a pearly white with gold, chrome, snowflakes and bits and bobs. I keep repeating the same clip here because apparently I didn't wiggle them for long enough to get everything I need to say in. I hope you like this set. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you do like it, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you being here so much. Come back tomorrow for day 5 of the accent nails. I will see you then. Bye.